Machiwa, holy ones. Yeah. Much respect to you. To all of you joining us on this transmission of spirit. Yes. Mokoya. Let me get this energy. This it's kind of like a memory from heritage. And a lot of us are coming together in that heritage, yes? And we're calling each other this clan, like a starseed group, indigo children, team indigo children. And we're bringing in this consciousness, this awareness, something that we're familiar with, yes? Machiwa. And we're recalling kind of something we already know. We are reclaiming something that we already have, but forgotten, suppressed, distorted. We need to bring that back to our own awareness and bring it back to the earth and for all the human race. We're blessed. We're sacred. We've been, you would say, attacked. We've been suppressed. We've been controlled. And you will find, you guys, in your spiritual growth, as we talk about tonight, in your spiritual growth, in your spiritual awakening in general, you will find that there's a spiritual war. And so we are not just awakening, but we're also preparing ourselves for this, because we're called guardians for a reason. We're the consciousness here, the guard here, and that's basically the defense against this darkness, this attack. So this is about your growth tonight. Tonight we're talking about your expansion, your evolution of spirit, of your identity, yes? Machiwa. So we're going to be talking about spiritual growth tonight and your, you would say, mission. What is our purpose here? And what can you do to improve your spiritual growth? So if you guys are joining us here live, you have incentive to stay as long as you can to the rest of the, to the end, because this is a very unique point of view, the innerchristos law of one point of view. And it's like very different from religion or New Age. And a lot of people may associate this channel, this transmission, as New Age, because they're not aware of really what is that agenda. The New Age is actually a consciousness or a record. It is something that is half-truths. Like, you will get some truth because the human spirit needs something to recognize, yes? You need something to connect to. You need something to convince you. Now remember, half, or even less, is true. The rest is meant to harm you. That is meant to be anti-Christic, because we're seeking the Christos within ourselves, within our people, and then you have something that's actually designed to go against that. And so we are coming together as a group. It's not about one certain person or special high-level people. This is about all of us. Okay, and we're coming together as a group. So thank you for joining me on this live. And we have people coming on in. We have regulars, and we also have newcomers. I welcome all of you. This can be considered beginner, but also advanced. I try to address both. And I appreciate you joining this space with us. Yes? Cool, yeah. It's been a long day, you guys, and that's why I'm sort of late, and I'm sorry about that. If you guys didn't know, I just wanted to say that my official times or days to do my lives are Tuesdays, hello, and Saturdays. Now, I might be doing it more than that. That would just be extra, but it would be around the same time. So I welcome you. Thank you so much for sharing this your Tuesday with us. Machiwa. We got Galactic Guardians in the house. What's up, homie? Yeah. Danielle Bennett, welcome. Hey, family, I caught you live. Yeah. You sure did. Aaron C. Hello, beautiful holy ones. Much love to you all. And that's what we're doing. We're bringing in that love. We're bringing in that code. We're bringing in that kindness, the friendliness, the consideration, honoring each other, seeing a reflection of God within each other. This is a sacred space. And you guys are helping to make that a sacred space. You're part of it. Thank you so much, Holy One. Roxanne, thank you so much for being here. Greetings. Susie Wilson's in the house. Hello, Divine Ones. Much positive vibes. Thank you for that. Vixie Eyes. Velavia. What language is that? Please share with us. Thank you for being here. Lewis, when did you first have your awakening? Big Teach. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's a good question. Thank you for asking. And I would say, because I met Ashiana in 2010, but it was before that. It was probably, wow. So if that was 2010, I lived in Tucson, Arizona. So it would be around that time though, 2010, a little bit before that, a few years maybe, because honestly, I went on some truth quest. Because if you're indigo child, if you're a light worker, if you're serving light and love, well, hello, you seek it. You seek out the knowledge, the source, the other people, your family, who are talking it. When I say family, I don't mean your biological family. In most instances, I just mean your spiritual family. People that you connect to the stars. That's a real thing, and we connect to that. We don't need other people to believe, so we're bringing it together, and we're understanding it together. We're appreciating it together. But anyways, I had first started going on this awakening, and actually it was, since I wasn't really spiritual yet, I was going to anything I resonated with as truth. We seek naturally truth, and we know naturally, or even if you don't completely understand it, you guys, within yourself, you know something's not right in the world. So I sought truth, and I was one of, into Alex Jones back in the day. That was like a long time ago, right? For years I was studying him, like just following up, and then I got into, this is where it happened. This is where the link happened. Because you're seeking certain knowledge, and Alex Jones was one of them. But then that's not really spiritual, right? But it moved into the spiritual, because then it lead me into other searches. You're searching, you're seeking. Okay, in your spiritual journey, in your spiritual growth, you want to grow, you want to expand. You're gonna find knowledge, and that seeking. What really made a difference is when I found Carrie Cassidy. Carrie Cassidy is spiritual. She doesn't speak like straight up spiritual, but she's spiritual. And she's mostly into, and if you don't realize what she does, it is spiritual. Okay, this is a spiritual war, like I just mentioned at the beginning, and we are, so I gravitated to that. I upgraded from Alex Jones to Carrie Cassidy. And then what does Carrie Cassidy do? She's the one that interviews Ashiana Dean. So I'm following Carrie, and then she starts showing this video of Ashiana Dean, and that's what just blew it away. That just really, I knew there was something amazing in this knowledge, and it was really advanced. I went to her workshop, and it was Slider 6, and I was a newbie. I wasn't ready for Slider 6. No, Slider's 8, I believe. So in 2010, I believe it was in Phoenix. I was at the Phoenix workshop 2010, so that was Sliders 8. And so that's where it began for me. And honestly, like I said, it was advanced. I didn't, okay. Even Carrie Cassidy's interview with Ashiana was advanced. Who understood that right away, immediately, everything? So I didn't. Because what does she do? She breaks out her advanced graphs, diagrams, charts, and okay. So I just want to be transparent and say I didn't immediately just follow it and get all her, because I did learn Kathara. I did learn Kathara at the workshop that I was at, because it was a 3-day weekend, a 3-day workshop. So she speaks, and then you have hours of time off till she speaks again. So I took that time to take a workshop in Kathara. So I was certified in Kathara. I'm certified to teach Kathara. That was what the purpose was, for me to learn and be able to help others. So that's where it started. Just to answer your question, it would be around 2010. Somewhere around there. Thank you so much. I just want to make sure I'm following the... I don't want to say it wrong. I'm trying not to. Yo soy Mario. Yo soy Mario. Greetings, my friend. You look thinner. Well, I don't know if I'm thinner, but I am gravitating towards an alkaline diet, which loses weight. So there's a lot to learn in dieting. No, really, there's a lot to learn. And honestly, innerchristos does not address diet for the most part. I've heard Ashiana, our teacher, Ashiana Dean, talk about it, but it was just a brief, a few minutes she started talking about it, but it wasn't any recommendations or anything. She just started talking about certain people who are mostly blue flame will eat certain foods to assist them a little bit better. Or if you're gold flame, you would eat different foods, and eat violet flame, you would eat different foods. But she didn't explain what the foods were. So it's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I had to seek it on my own, and what I resonate with right now and always have resonated with as a spiritual diet would be alkaline. Because alkaline diet recognizes that our bodies are acidic. What we eat is acidic, and that F's up your energy. So if you're into spiritual growth, you guys, one of the things you want to work on is your diet. Now that doesn't happen overnight, okay? That's something that's hard for us, and I admit it too. It's hard. It's not easy. We have cravings, and we actually enjoy food. We actually, I need to shut that door. I don't know why this door's not shut. Sorry, let me shut this door. But we want to, be at our best. And you don't want to be acidic. Acidic body, remember, what do you learn from the Christos? Whatever you do to the body affects your consciousness, and vice versa. If someone's effing with your consciousness, that's going to affect your health. And so I'm losing weight. It's not a bad thing. I've gotten some bad comments before. Are you sick? What's wrong with you? Stuff like that. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, But anyways, let me take care of this real quick. One second here. My chihuahua. One moment, please. Okoyes. Musotes. Sorry guys, I gotta use some medicine too. Shoot. No, not that kind of medicine. I mean like actual medicine. All right, here we go. Excuse me for that. So yeah, I don't check my weight, but it would be obviously because of diet. That's all, because you're not eating shit anymore. Okay, I'm not eating shit anymore. I was all into pizza and wings. I love pizza and wings, dude. What can I say? I love it, and I used to love to eat pudding and ice cream. I cut out all of that, man. I cut out all of that. And so you're going to see your Thavian lose weight. I'm going to lose weight. And how much? I don't know. Whatever naturally happens. I'm not worried about it. I'm not concerned about it. I'm actually improving my health. people are used to seeing plump, fat, or obese people. Well, that's a big sign that your health is effed up. And if your body is effed up, your consciousness is effed up. Understand? So is this normal? Is this the original form? So there's a reason why there's diseases and cancers in your body. You want to eliminate all of that acidic energy from your body. And move acidic energy from your body, you're removing acidic energy from your consciousness. Machiwa. It wasn't easy. I struggled with it. Okay? And just the tips. You would want to eat only one meal a day, ultimately. And so that means you're eating very small and fasting. Okay? I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm simply just giving you some suggestions. What really affects consciousness is food, man. Food is going to be one of your biggest barriers. And also, you don't want to eat before you sleep. Okay? I was guilty of that. We're all guilty of that. Okay? So, it will do wonders to your health. It will make you skinny, but it's going to do wonders to your health. And, there's ways to not be skinny. I gave you guys some tips in one of my other videos. If you're into smoothies, you would simply, if you're losing too much weight, you would simply add dates, add coconut milk, add nut butters, because there's regular butter, and then there's butters not made from dairy. It's made from actual nuts. Okay? So there's an almond butter, there's a pistachio butter, there's a sesame seed butter. There's more. I've just only used my favorites so far. I haven't tried them all. Maybe I'll love pistachio butter. I haven't tried it yet, but I've tried almond butter, and I don't like the sunflower seed because the sunflower butter overpowers my smoothie. Like, I like the strawberries and blueberries and the taste of the all those fruits, or vegetables and fruits, because I have an avocado in there too. I throw in avocado, I throw in all that good stuff, right? And I personally don't think strawberries are good for me, so I shouldn't even eat those. But for now, I might replace those with apples or something. But if you're losing weight, too much weight, throw that stuff in there. All right, thank you. Law of One. You said it, Galactic. Thanks that nigga shit. What's up, Vato? This is a wizard staff, homie. And one of these days I'm gonna, find one in nature, but right now this is what I got. And I usually have my crystal ball under my pillow or near me all the time, so not all the time, you know what I'm saying. How's it? Much love. Keep the great job, says Tree Six Nigel. What's up, homie? Yes, we're all equal. Law of One. You said it, Galactic. And the most of the planet is not serving Law of One. Most of the planet is serving an angry, wrathful, vengeful God. That's what you're serving with Yahweh, Jehovah. All those patriarchal gods are angry and pissed off and very brutal, and are gonna beat you up, harm you, cast you into some horrible place. So, yeah, Law of One, Vatos. It's a minority on the planet, but it wasn't always that way, and it won't always stay that way. The human race is within what I would call bifurcation, a splitting of the people, of the consciousness, because not everyone is Law of One, equal. They're serving the false creed. So we're a minority. There's only millions of us, 10 to 15 million of us serving Law of One. Machiwa. Now, that might be bigger than that, because a lot of people aren't following or don't know anything about Kalantic science or Shana Dean or unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, and they're following it naturally, like following the principles of love and joy, bliss, By the way, that's unconditional love. No conditions on love. Okay, this is important for your spiritual growth. You want to grow. You want to expand. That's unconditional love. Judgment. No, you're not expanding. Now you're shrinking and contracting. You're falling. That is what you call falling consciousness. Unconditional love, joy, bliss, mindfulness, kindness, expansion. That's the original intention of God. We're all God. The dark beings are God. It's all came from the Creator. We all originated from Creator. Whatever we did with our consciousness, it doesn't matter because we're still God. We're still Creator. That is what we represent. That is what we follow and serve. So thank you for that, Holy One. Galactic. Amber in the house. Greetings, Holy One. Maya. Woohoo! Yeah. Freedom Educator. Hola. Oh, did I say that wrong? Educator? Okay. Much respect. Ted Dirt Squirrel. Thank you for all your videos. I do not have much time to hang out. I'm at work and hardly on Wi-Fi, but I'm really enjoyed all your chats and teaching, and I'll reach out soon. Much respect, Ted. All right. Thanks for visiting us on your break. Susie Conway. Sounds good. Yes. Much respect. Indigo. Indigo. What's up, Bato? My moderator. One of my moderators. What's up, Holy One? So happy to see you. Sorry, sir, late. I am Reiki. Greetings, family of light. Much respect to you. Sorry if you were offended by my speech. My last live, I talked about Reiki, not in such a great light, but thank you for being here again. We have Daphne B, sister, welcome, Holy One. Vixie Eyes, there's a lot of you coming already. Aaron C, Starman's in the house. Hey, brother. What's up, vatos? Oh, yeah, I want to say, Indigo, I don't know if I'll make it to Sedona, homie. It doesn't look good for me because my truck is still in the dirt. I don't know what to do about that. I will keep you apprised, but I can't make any guarantees. I will do my best, for sure. I want to be in Sedona on my birthday. My Chiwa, but only if I get my truck on. Magical Mermaid. Yeah, it is a search that kind of, you guys realize if we're in the third dimension, we got a lot of catch up to do. This is a fallen place. This is a fallen state. This is not even the original. Listen carefully. Humans on Earth are not the original humans. We are not original. We're a fallen version of the actual human. So if you learn the crystals knowledge, you're going to learn about the Terahertz human, angelic human. Say it with me. Terahertz. 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 That is your truth. That is your heritage. That is who you are. We are. We're angels at that level. 6th dimension. And 5th dimension, but the angelic level is up here. So that is who we are. That is what is our DNA. What is that? That's not our DNA. 3rd dimension, 3 strands. Scientists will say double helix. Hello, you're 12 strand in Tara. We're not from Earth. We're from Tara. Okay, so that is our true DNA, our true consciousness, our true family. I mean, our true origins. So, and it's on your spiritual journey, in your spiritual growth, it's always important to know your identity. If your identity is distorted, because that's what the fallen angelics will do, distort our identity. They will claim they created us. Bullshit. The Anunnaki did not create us, holy ones. That's a lie. And a lot of these people following Enki, following Thoth, they're following Zachariah Sitchin. They're getting their information from Zachariah. who's already been exposed, who is a fraud, teaching you that the Anunnaki created you. That's another video. Check it out. And you guys don't have to believe what I say. You don't have to agree with me or Ashana, which is our teacher. Take a look at her work, which is our work, the Guardian work. Ashana Dean, Voyagers, Archive.org. What's up? Starman or Indigo will give you a direct link. I would normally put that in my description, but a long time ago I got in trouble for even mentioning that, so I don't do that. But I do talk about her, so Adam Kuman, you said it, Holy One. It's so interesting because we have gone through, we have been like fell, and then like for one time we had fell, or our race was getting along for 10 million years, but then we fell and separated and became like two major factions, Atlanteans, Lemurians. And they weren't called that then up there, but that is where it happened. That's where we changed. We weren't this, but then we came back because the Ceres, Pleiadian Ceres, fixed our DNA. Like you would say, the Lemurians had to flee because the Atlanteans were attacking, and so the Lemurians went to this continent called Mu, on another side of the planet, okay, to escape these freaking, these beings who are not serving Law of One anymore. Atlantis became corrupt by the fallen angelic Anunnaki race. And that was 550 million years ago, the original fall, where we became split people. Okay? So if we were one, Atlanteans and Lemurians now. We're not one. We're separate. Okay? And now this one is attacking us. The false creed is attacking the Christos creed. The anti-Christos was started attacking the Christos. Now the Lemurians, it's interesting. Well, that was Earth, so that's not Earth. That's not okay. So what happened was their DNA is split now. So the Ceres Pleiadians had to, got along and mated with the Lemurians. So they fixed the DNA. While this punk ass Atlanteans are still distorted, and we fixed we brought back our DNA, and that's where you get some different races, like our brother mentioned, Adami Kuman. This is another. Listen to that word, Adam. No, not Adam. Adami. Adami. So we also lived on originally when we were all getting along, we were all one people. Before we bifurcated, we were living on a continent called Eden. That's where the Atlanteans were, in Eden, so we came out of Eden, but then we had to flee to Mu. Okay, so we have a very interesting heritage, you guys, in history. You got to understand, most humans on Earth believe we're only 10,000 years old. Okay? And that's covering everybody, supposedly. The ancient Egyptians and the Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Assyrians. Oh, the most ancient cultures, that's it, 10,000 years. What the F? We're 560 million years old. When you want to count our timelines and our timelines in Tara, that's how ancient we are, you guys. We're just a fraction of what we are up there. We're a distortion of what we are up there. We're not the same. We're fallen state. That's why our own people time travel, make soul contracts, and come down to help us. Hello. The guardians are returning to Earth through this whole bioregenesis. It's a genetic hybridization going on to fix us, to go back, to return ourselves, our consciousness, our spirit. We have to build these bodies and develop our bodies. What does that say? Develop a body. That means develop our DNA again. We have to fix our DNA. That's what a genetic hybridization is. We have to rebuild it because it fell, got destroyed, got corrupted, and so now we have it broken down into earth seeds and star seeds to rebuild it. Okay, we have to rebuild the Hyperboreans and the Polarians did strand 1. Okay, strand 1 consciousness, wow, not wow. Now the Lemurians brought in strand 2. Now we're 2-strand consciousness. That's better. Not so great, but better. Now we got Atlantean consciousness in our DNA, right? Getting greater, getting a little bit better. Now we got Aryan consciousness. That's us. Eventually we're going to have a future race called Unchechi. No, Muvarian first. Muvarians. And then our consciousness will be greater because we'll be out of... We're supposed to be developing the heart. We're not. Maybe some individuals, but most humans are not 4-stranders. According to our teacher, Ashiana Dean, and the Guardians, most humans are between 2.5 strands to 3.5 strands, not even 4. You can see it. You can see that consciousness on Earth. Okay, so when you talk about these higher evolved races, like the angelic, third eye, 6-stranders coming in, returning to Earth, coming from Tara to Earth to help the consciousness and the DNA. Remember, this is a genetic hybridization. Okay, this is some of the Earth people and some of the star people, because that's what we are. Up there, we're a multi-race, a super race. We are a super consciousness. This is not a super consciousness down here. This is a what? Huh? Individual consciousness? One individual? Up there, it's a 12-tribe consciousness. You have 12 beings in one mind. That's a super consciousness. We're a super race. But that's not a good word in this history of Earth, because you know what this corrupt Germany did, with that. So we're not trying to do that. But there really is such a thing. What is the definition of a super race? It is a being that has many races in its DNA. That makes up its DNA. Our DNA is made up of many races. 12. Hyperboreans, Polarians, Lemurians, Atlanteans, Muvarians, Unchechi. That's the Earth seeds. Now the rest are starseed beings, the races. We have the Urantrians. Remember that word? The nation of the people of Okay. So we have the Urantrians, the Brenua, the Hibaru, Melchizedek, and Uniseti. That is what makes up the super race of the human Turanesium angelic humans. Down here, we're just Lemurians and Atlanteans and Aryans. Up there, we're a tribe. We're a super mind, a super consciousness, a super DNA. Why? Why do we have such powerful DNA? That's because we have an actual covenant as guardians. Not all races are guardians. We are guardians. And so we have this extraordinary heritage, you guys. Extraordinary. If you can only imagine what it is to have a collective consciousness in your mind at once, to be able to be speaking to these beings, not just speak, to see these worlds, to see Eden or other planets, to see us in a multi-galactic civilization. Are we in this galactic civilization? Well, a small fraction of the secret space program, but what about the rest of us? No, we're not. So eventually we will get there. You want to get there. Do you want to be this lower version of yourself? Is it fun being partial human? Because that's what we are. We're not fully a human until we become this super consciousness again. Until you reclaim your DNA that's rightfully yours. That is who we are. That's what we are. And we just have to recognize it. We just have to realize it. We just have to take it back. Okay? It's pretty complex down here. I mean, it's not cut and dry, because there's actually a lot of freaking, we can sit here and talk about diseases and cancers, but it's beyond that. We have blocks, we have distortions in our DNA that was imposed on us. Now, we made a lot of bad mistakes. We tried to kill a race called the Lemurians with the F. So because of those mistakes and other disasters that we did, well, it's almost like we're our own worst enemies. But you guys got to understand. You guys got to understand that we had a very, very dark influence on us. Yeah, we made mistakes, right? But some of those were because of these dark, fallen, angelic, you would say they're conquerors. They want to dominate the Christos. You guys, one of the things about the Anunnaki, first of all, Anunnaki means avengers of Anu. The word Anunnaki. Anunnaki. Oh, if you're following Zechariah Ascension, that means some bullshit. When you're saying that God, the Anunnaki are our gods, creator gods, and they created us. There's proof. There's evidence. And bullshit. Zechariah Ascension, bullshit. Elena, whatever her name is, bullshit. Inky's good. No, Inky is not good. Enlil's not good. Marduk's not good. None of them are good. They're against the human race. They have done horrible things to our planet and our people. They're not good. Much respect if that's, to your beliefs. Go and believe that if you want to. Or find your true heritage and learn that you're a super race. It's not a bad thing to say that, because that's what it is. That's a lot of races, a lot of consciousness in our DNA. Now, we're not the center of the universe. That's another bullshit lie. Excuse my language. Okay, we are full of these distortions here on Earth. It's like we eat them like candy. We're believing in this dark shit. So, Machiwa. What was 50K? Oh yeah, we're growing. Almost 50K, homies. What's up? We actually got almost 140,000 on Instagram and almost 100,000 on TikTok and about 11,000 on Facebook. So we're growing. The family's getting bigger, homies. What's up? Because the earth is in a spiritual awakening, you guys. We're in a change. We're in a transformation because the earth is. You're on the earth's body. Hello. You're kind of like forced to make some. You're going to be going. Okay, you don't have to make changes if you don't want to, but you're going to go through changes. How's that? Even if you're not following a spiritual journey, you guys, you're still going to be feeling ascension symptoms. You're still going to be feeling changes that maybe they're not sacred or divine or spiritually related. Maybe they're secular related or body related, consciousness related. See, everyone's going to be affected. And not just humans. All life on Earth is affected by the planet's consciousness and what's happening to her. As Tara ascends and goes to, as Earth ascends and goes into Tara, transmutes, or you would say goes through that transformation, metamorphosis. It's actually quite beautiful, fantastic, unbelievable, amazing. It's all done through consciousness. And we don't do this through this change on the planet through warfare, through hatred. Nothing positive comes out of some type of negative. Come on. We do this through consciousness, peacefully, through changing, and that when that expands throughout humans, then that becomes, that changes all people in the earth. I mean, it would change there's still people who are going to fall. Okay, there's nothing, you can't save everyone because people aren't ready. Literally. Have you spoken to 3D? Do you have relationships with 3D people? You see where they're at. You see where they're not ready. They don't want to change. They're not interested in spirituality. They don't believe in it. Okay? They just believe in their own self and care only about themselves. It's about me. Is that spiritual growth? No, it's not. And you're doing a disservice because you're a guardian. You're supposed to awaken and help yourself and help others and help the planet. Okay? If we're in this law of one, unity, it's going to make a positive change. If your consciousness of your people are falling into this religion, okay? Religion is the false creed because that is teaching you about the angry, wrathful, vengeful God and all this BS that we talk about, fear, guilt, shame, everything, every single one of those things negative. So there's billions of people. Go check Google. How many people are following Islam? How many people are following Christianity? That's most of the freaking planet. Right there, those two religions. And then you got a lot of other, religions. And they're patriarchies, they're sexist, they're dark principles. And so that's why not everybody is awakening. Not everybody, look, they don't believe it. They do not believe in unity consciousness. And I would even say the Christians don't even believe in Christ consciousness. To them, that's some new age BS. So that's the sit rep here on earth. That's what's going on earth. That's the real deal. When you can go and look online and everyone's following patriarchy doctrines and teachings, well, damn! They don't even want to hear what we have to say. They don't want to hear about unity. They think you're crazy loco. They think you're something wrong with you and you need to believe in Jesus and all this nonsense. You need to follow Jehovah. You need to follow Yahweh. And you need to believe or else you're going to be punished. So we're like going beyond that. We're transmuting that. But we're transmuting for ourselves and for those who are also like-minded. This is a real DNA, homie. You're going to open it and you're going to see a choice. Your DNA is a calling. You came in here with it. It affects your decision making. That's why you're attacked day one as a little baby infant coming into the world as an indigo child. You were attacked right away, straight away. You know how many injections and medicines you're given from a baby to an adult? How many can you count them? You're being modified, not helped. What good is coming out of all this shit? Right? So there's a major attack on us. You're being attacked through these medicines. You call them, you can go get them for free at CVS or Walgreens. They're pushing it on you for free. Here, take, it's free. Take it. No, not just that. It's, if you're a student in school, you have to, or you're not allowed to be amongst the other children who are, what? You understand that this is part of spiritual war? You understand food is part of spiritual war? You understand chemtrails, the shit in your food, the shit in your water? It's part of spiritual war. Once again, you don't have to believe anything I say. I love you. Whatever you believe. Unconditionally. We can get along and not agree. But not for those. Most people, they see you as what? They can't get along with you. They have to judge you. So we transmute that shit. We're in these indigo communities. What's up, Christos? Look at the chat. Look at the love. Look at the consciousness. People are getting it. Some people are, right? Some people are, in the name of tonight's video, developing their spiritual growth. Machiwa. We're family. Now I'm getting some internet connection. You guys might be getting some lag. I'm sorry. We're under attack, I guess. Or it's just bullshit internet, right? But you guys, that's what the thing about 3D people. They don't put that shit together. They think all these angel numbers or, synchronies are all bullshit. Okay? Most people don't understand consciousness. They get their ideas and models of reality, their models of God from religion. We just talked about religion. Or they get their models and ideas from science. Okay? Who thinks quark is the smallest particle in the universe, and no, it's not. Okay? Or they're seeking for some God particle or seeking for something. I don't know. But according to the Guardians, you're like several levels away from finding the smallest particle still. You haven't found it yet. We have something, the Guardians talk about something called an ultra micro particle. So, there's your science. Distortion right there. You're going to get distortion from one of those choices. Innerchristos, okay, who are ancient, who are the origins of the human race. The guardians of the human race. We are the Christos. We're a lower version of it down on Earth. But still Christos. Still human. Still Ternesium at some point. We are Christos. We are guardians of all humans. Even the earth seeds have a 12-strand potential. You have a Christos consciousness potential available right now in your DNA. There's no middleman to God. We're all God. You have the DNA there. Now, there's a process of going on a spiritual journey. It's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not fast food and get instant gratification. No. You have to work. And you can't buy it. You can't borrow it. You have to do it yourself. That is a spiritual journey. You're bringing in your own awareness. If someone gives you everything, all your answers, or does all the work for you, what are you actually changing in your own awareness? You're not. You really have to learn how to meditate and change things in your life, like change relationships. Are you still having narcissist relationships? Narcissist conversations? Are you still following an acidic diet? Are you still following religion? Are we not making any type of improvement? Because, when you start talking about alkaline diet and changing all that stuff, that's hardcore. It's not easy. Okay, but that's just because we're in such a fallen state, guys, such a distorted state. Now it's not easy. Now we're suffering down here. Literally suffering physically or emotionally or mentally, spiritually, or all of the above. So there's a lot of healing needed. And that's what we're doing. A lot of us really need to heal. Myself included. Did I live a Christos life my whole life? No. So I've suffered too. I got shit to take care of. I'm actually quite surprised of myself. I'm happy and excited that I could make these big changes. And most of these big changes have happened in 2023. Man, this is a huge sign in the world when many of you're part of this awakening. I'm part of the awakening. You're awakening. Our brother, our sister, we're awakening. Not all humans. You can't save nobody. They have to do it for themselves. Thank you for being here. Thank you, and much respect to your spiritual journey. Thank you for your bravery, for making changes in your life. You are brave. You're a warrior. You're a healer. We're magicians. We are Christ with the ancient guardians called Christos. I love you. What's up, homies? And I want you to know it's on record again. I am not on drugs. I have not taken anything. Thank you very much. And I don't care if you believe it or not. E. Stapleton. Thank you so much, sister. Much respect. Thank you for supporting Christos Avatar. And we do this as a group. I do, this is happening because of you. Thank you so much. Daphne became an angel. What's up, Daphne? Yeah. What you More growing. We're growing. Gonna hit that 50K. I would say probably like less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, we should be 50K. We're back to a excellent connection, it says, but I look a little blurry. Am I blurry to you guys? Or is that just the replay? Right now it's just the replay. Yes, Lisa, Crystal's greetings. Sun gaze, open up third eye. You're right, brother. And when you do sun gazes, you want to do it when at the weakest point of the sun, which is right when it's rising and when it's falling or going down. Sunrise or sunset. And that's when you can literally stare at it safely. And you can, and you don't just sit there and stare. You actually want to visualize and think and bring in this code, like a ritual, like a ceremony. It's powerful energy that you're bringing into your third eye, that you're bringing into your awareness. And if you do that regularly, like our brother Starman said, you're making a change. And it's one way to bring in prana. It's one way to bring in this life force. Besides meditation, there's a lot of things you can do. And there's a lot of things to raise your vibration. Become more aware. Become more, develop yourself, Holy One. Train yourself, Jedi. Master ones. Novices becoming adepts, becoming masters. That's all our potential. William, I want to awaken the inner Christ. You said it, homie. Yeah. That's what I like to hear. Because Christ is not outside. Christ. See, the reason why people don't get that and they fight that, they don't agree with that, is because they don't get law of one. They don't get unity. Remember, religion is anti-Christ. Christos, sorry. I don't want to use that hashtag. Religion is literally anti-Christos, against the Christos. Okay? So they're against the principles of law of one. They don't agree with law of one. And it's a universal sacred principle shared by all guardians in all dimensions of reality. There's no religions up there, honey. I mean, they're not following religion. That's an earth thing. That's a false creed thing. That's a fallen angel thing. Religions are fallen angel belief systems. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to agree with me. But that's why we break it down, you guys. We break it down. We break down your false creeds. We take this and show you all, just let you see fear. See your guilt in your holy Bible. See your shame in your Bible. See your, putting down, degrading women. They're lesser than the man. See subservience. See blind worship. See. Just see. Christos is just showing you. That's all we're doing. Because you're God's sovereign free. You use your free will to do it. All the humans following religion use their free will. Like it doesn't click in their mind. It's not clicking in your mind. Fear is wrong. Guilt is wrong. Shame is wrong. It's not. You're take it. You take it in. No, not all of us. So if there was like, let's say there was like over 4,000 religions on the planet. There is over 4,000 different opinions about God. Oh wow, why? So there's thousands of distortions of God out there. Thousands of different ideas about God and whatever. There's something wrong there. There is no unity when you're all separated in different beliefs and shit. How do you get unity from that? Right? Unity is uniting in your understanding, not going against each other, not having a hierarchy, not having elites. Not having Archangel Michael, not having elites, not having of this antichristos. We're for love, you guys, unconditional love. Our principles are the opposite of the dark principles of religion. When's the last time you had joy? I hope you have joy with your children and your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. I hope you find equality in each other's relationship, in your conversations. I hope you find grace. I hope you're going to find this connection to unity together. We want to find unity in our world again, in our planet again. We're bringing it. That's what Christos does. We're talking about unity. We're following unity. We're spreading and sharing unity. But there's others who do not. So, when I say there's a spiritual war, you can see it clearly. We want to be better, you guys. We don't want to have wars. We don't want holy wars either. We don't, there is no middleman to God. You don't need a pope. If you look at the pope, you look at the conspiracy theories about the pope. What the F, man, are you following? Gay. Something about children, something about serpents in your decorations and symbols. There's no middleman to God. There is no priest needed. There's no savior needed. There is nothing needed between you and God. Because those who are preaching that are lying to you. They're distorting you. They're doing a disservice. They're attacking you. They are judging you. So this consciousness on earth awakening, because even though maybe you're preaching and damning, but in your DNA, human, in your DNA, you're Christ. Terahertz angelic humans who were created by other angelic race called the Oraphim, who were created by another race called the Lyran Syrian Anuhazi, who were created by the Christos Christos is a race, a 12th dimensional race, a consciousness. The name of this race is called Anuhazi. They're a Lyran, feline, cat, hominid people. Blue skin. Okay, when you learn about density and dimensions and reality, different reality fields, you know that our lineage goes through these reality fields. Like, we're not perfect. We're not Christ down here. It's up there. But we're bringing it down here. We're reclaiming it because it's right here. It's in our DNA. We're awakening it through consciousness, peacefully. Becoming, once again, God sovereign free. Because if you're in religion, you are not God, are you? No. You're not sovereign, are you? And you're not free. So, hey, that's a good thing to have God, to be God sovereign free, but those people are going to say it's blasphemy. You guys, we stand in our light. We stand in our power, man. We're not confused. We know what is Christos or Christ consciousness. We know what is unity. And not everyone agrees. And the whole thing is that this is a fallen place. Not phantom. We're not in phantom yet. We're going there. When you got your leaders and your kings and queens and emperors and CEOs and presidents and gurus and priestcrafts, those false priests, those dark anti-Christos priests, when those are the ones running your planet? So you see what the opposition is like. You know, you get to feel it. You get to it gets up into your face, man. 3D consciousness. and we're like learning about ourselves. We're learning about this awakening and trying not to be a victim, trying not to be attacked and molested by this freaking dark consciousness on Earth. In our schools, man, in our belief systems, in our families and relationships, in our conversations. I mean, hey, you go online or watch TV or watch the news, you see it everywhere, man. And so we're developing ourselves and we're gaining our discernment. And you're getting better, right? Aren't you getting better at seeing bullshit and lies and hoaxes and darkness? You're getting better. You can now recognize it through the inner Christos. I didn't make it up. That's a universal thing. That's coming from the guardians. That's coming from you, from us, from our people, from the universe, from the cosmos, from God. That's God's original intention. And when you learn about the Christos, you guys, you learn that this is a 15-dimensional reality, and the guardians who came in, they made an agreement. We agreed. The blue flame, Elohai. Remember, there's three main guardian factions, you would say, creator beings, consciousness beings. And that's the blue flame, Elohai, the gold flame, Seraphai, the violet flame, Brahmarama. All three agreed to the Emerald Covenant. Maybe that's a new vocabulary word for you. Let's say it together. Emerald. Well, there's Emerald Order who created the Emerald Covenant. Okay? And if you're human, you're Lyran, you're connected to the Emerald Covenant. You're connected to the blue flame. We're coming out of the blue flame. We're created, yes, an extraterrestrial. No, these are not extraterrestrials. These are meta-terrestrials. We're created by the meta-terrestrial beings who are God. And so are you. But they all agreed. Elohai, Seraphai, and Brahmarama. Yes, it's a free will system. Yes, it's unconditional love. That's the original agreement, covenant. The original intention. Now look at Earth. Does religion look like the original intention at all? Is what you're learning from Inky or Tolth or Michael Archangel Michael? Is anything ring a bell? Is anything like that? Do they even mention, or do they even know or remember the Emerald Covenant? All of us agreed to unconditional love, to free will. And what do fallen angels do? They go against your free will, homie. They could care less about your free will. They would rather put you in this domination and control under beings like Yahweh. I love you. Christos love. We're Christos gangsters. What's a gang? A group. We're a group of Christos. We're the Christos gangsters, homie. Speaking, walking, law of one. Equality in all. Even though you want to oppose my sovereignty. How do you expect to evolve if you do not have sovereignty? How do you expect to expand, or what you Christians call rapture? How do you expect to do that when you're stuck in this domination, man? When you're stuck behind an angry, wrathful, vengeful, scary ass, pissed off God? Really, how do you expect to expand? You're not. You're falling. The fallen angels are leading you to phantom. Everything they teach you is moving you. What's the opposite word of transmute? Because you're not transmuting. You're what? You're being vampire, dude. You're being destroyed. You know the Guardians talk about the path of chaos. Falling consciousness is destroying yourself. You are self-destructing yourself. Following religion is destruction, annihilation of the Christos, sacrifice of the Christos. That is what religion does best, because they're against Christos, against the Emerald Covenant, against free will, against all are equal. Do I have to illustrate it for you anymore? Much love to you guys, because you're part of this family. Much love to you, priest of light, serving light. Yes, serving are part of this beautiful, perfect, original ideal. And maybe we're not perfect down here. Maybe we're not, at our best. But we surely are fighting for our freedom and our sovereignty. We're fighting for this connection, even though it's trying to be robbed from you. Thank you for those hearts, by the way. Thank you so much. We are, doing everything we can to reclaim our. How many of you, raise your hand, how many of you want complete freedom? How many of you want your health? How many of you want a true connection to God? Okay? That means you are awakening your full DNA. Do you want to know what your DNA is capable of? Okay? If you were all equal in God, this civilization would transform into immortality. You would regain your health, all of you. Not some people, not an elite, not the super wealthy, not the corrupt, who are holding, right? Are they not holding all the power and not sharing it? Now you have programs for your health. Now you have choices and options for your freedom and your beliefs. You're not free. You're following someone's guideline. You're following someone's, here, take. It's free, take. No, thank you. And that's what you have to start doing, is saying, no, taking, it's called putting boundaries. Putting boundaries on this dark consciousness, you guys. On these old, it's an old paradigm. This is what some people call Pisces energy income, a new consciousness, a new energy. That's a bunch of new age bullshit, though, You realize that it's people like that who are thinking everyone's expanding, everyone's going to go to the next level, rapture, metamorphosis, change into the new eternal body, change into the new avatar consciousness. 12 strands is an avatar consciousness. Okay? After that is 13th dimensional Elohai, 14th dimensional Seraphai, 15th dimensional Brahmarama. Okay? Blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. That's a universal trinity. And all of us come out of that. All of us are God. All of us, we all remember. We all are connected. Like a direct connection. Do you have a direct connection here? A direct awareness. A direct knowing. Because most people down here have faith only. They only have hope. You're living life with only faith and hope. You have not manifested any knowing, any true awakened consciousness within yourself. Doesn't mean you're damned. Doesn't mean you can't start fixing that, working on that, healing yourself. Right? After all, the best time to do that is when the planet is in an awakening, and that's what we're in. We're in this change. So the best time is now during this awakening. It's actually easiest because according to Ashiana and the Guardians, you remember this is about the planet and her awakened Templar. Her consciousness is opened, and the Guardians call that a stellar activation cycle, also called a Stargate opening cycle. Imagine a Stargate as being Earth's consciousness, Earth's multi-dimensional consciousness. There's one of them in Sedona. There's one of them in Russia. There's one of them in Machu Picchu. There's one of them in Florida. There's one in, there's a few gateways on planet Earth. And it's because they're opened. 6 of them are opened. You're getting 6 dimensions, 6 reality fields of consciousness through Earth's Templar. That's why this is the best time to start your spiritual journey. You should have done it a long time ago, but you know what I'm saying? Because this consciousness is flowing, honey. This is why we're experiencing ascension symptoms. Because Earth is wide open, honey. So you feel it. You feel the symptoms of it. Whether that's good or bad depends on your awareness and your own personal opening. No, you're not open. You got your third eye closed. This religion says that's a bad thing. Why? I wonder why. I wonder why they don't want you to be awakened. I wonder why they demonize this and say it's wrong. So, much respect to you, Guardians. Oh, yes. I can still do light language without medicine. And so can you awaken yourself to these higher. Realize you are a multitude. You are a super consciousness. You are a Kachiwa, your own collective. You're many. And what's really interesting, what's really sci-fi and cool is that all of your collective is existing at once. So you're going to find distortions in New Age. You're going to find distortions in religions. You're going to find distortion in Buddhism and Hinduism. They're going to tell you, no, it's about reincarnation. It's about taking on a guru. It's about this and that and that. You got to do that and you got to do this. You're looking within? No? Or are you still looking out here for a guru, for some savior, something? Looking out for something else other than looking in. That's what they do. They trick you to look out here. You're looking out here now for God. What do you mean? This is a hologram. This is a projection. It's all coming from in without. See, the projection, that's how the hologram works. You're going through, your consciousness is feeding you your experience. Your consciousness is your life. Is what is making your life, setting up your life. This is what your thoughts is what is, it's coming from you, not somewhere outside. Okay, so we got to start looking inside for our higher consciousness. You'll connect. You will open these Templar. You will remember. You will see divine. You will feel it. You will realize it. It won't be faith. It won't be hope. It won't be a savior. Holy One, you are God. That is this message of the Christos. Law of one, the sacred universal truth. Everything else was bullshit. Everything else is a lie. You're looking for God out here. Wow, I wonder who benefits from that. Who benefits from you? You're not. Now suddenly you're not sacred. Suddenly you're not blessed. Now you're some terrible, horrible, inferior human sinner. Now you're some being that requires salvation. Now you're some being that probably is going to be punished or something, torture or something terrible. You see what I'm saying? The indoctrination starts early as a child. You get your ass dragged to church or something in school or something in your job. You get programmed, you get conditioned, and now you're a narcissist, now you're a psychopath, now you're judging people, now you're angry, now you have diseases and cancers at an alarming rate. Now you got your troops and wars and starvation and diseases and all kinds of scary shit. Yeah. So this consciousness is important. You guys, we're bringing the healing. There ain't no healing in religion, so they're not bringing it. There's no healing in New Age, they're not bringing it. Christos is bringing it. And I'm talking about my channel and my group. When we say Christos, that's a universal term for the guardians. Okay? The innerchristos. You can say like our brother said, inner Christ. It's just an ancient word called Christos. And that's in a different language, in the Anuhazi language. Okay? The Lyran language, the Christos language. And we learned that heritage. We learned that the Anuhazi were created. It sounds insane. But this race was created 950 billion years ago. The Christos, Christ, is almost 1 trillion years old, homie. And it's not just the Christos, also the all the races, all the founder races are 950 billion years old. They all came in, together. So we would say the original guardian reptilians are 950 billion years old. The original bird people are 950 billion years old. The original insectoid beings are 950 billion years old. The original mantid beings are 950 billion years old. The original dolphins and whales and Pegasus beings. And these are all 950 billion years old. So just realize that it's pretty ancient. Yeah, it's got a lot of timelines and a lot of history or cultures and people and races and planets and you know, the Christos is being like down here in Earth and this low level of consciousness. It's coming from the Guardian Alliance. You would say, what's that word called? They're like dispensations. It's coming from they're sending it out. Okay, they're beings. Some of you are Guardian Alliance. I'm Guardian Alliance. Ashiana is Guardian Alliance. You're a Guardian Alliance. You want to know who's against Guardian Alliance? Galactic Federation. Inky's against Guardian Alliance. Thoth is against Guardian Alliance. Thoth has been done some horrible, despicable things. And you got someone like Billy Carson preaching, praising Thoth. Not only him, many people are praising these fallen angels. I mean, who's our heroes? I mean, who can we say is a good example? Well, they're not good examples, homie. All you guys do, guys, you know, these people who are following this, just start checking with the law of one. Are any of them talking about all are equal? No. They're talking about hierarchy. They're talking about, oh, these beings are better and greater and you must follow and worship and what? Do you see those fallen angels? Or don't call them fallen angels, just say they're angels. Do you see those fallen angels saying you're equal to them? Do they give you a heritage and a history that you're coming from the Elohai? Do they even talk about the guardian races? Do they talk about Elohai, Seraphai, Braha-Rama, the violet flame, blue flame, gold flame? Do they talk about the universal trinity? Do they talk about these centered master levels? Do they talk about God, Unisai? Do they talk about Kundalini, Maharata, Kirashe, Kundure? Do they talk about all of these principles? No. It's nothing like that, is it? That's it. Once again, you check these beliefs, you check these religions, you check these New Agers for law of one. That is our creed. A child can understand law of one. If you left children alone and didn't program them, didn't brainwash them with your shit religions, your parental brilliance, well, maybe those children would be Mocha, Acha, Yikashamayasu, Vrasta Zeriotek, yes, more. No, you just see this wickedness, you see disease, you see death, you see preaching and damning and cursing, profane. You don't see divine. You don't see this brilliance in children. Oh, you put them down. You put them down. You put them down. You abuse them. You feed off them. You are controlling them. You manipulate them. Okay. Calmas. I love you. We're bringing it in, homie. And you feel it. It's a resonance. You feel light. Legitimate, true light. Not poser light, not fake light, not shit light. What is that? That's not light. That's not light. What is that? You feel it. If you are God sovereign free, you feel it. And you also feel bullshit. You also feel liars. You also feel darkness. You feel it. You have a discernment. And maybe you don't understand it all. Maybe you don't, but you feel it. Get it? Your intellect doesn't perceive it all the way, completely. But your intuition does. Your gut feeling does. Your inner connection does. Your inner Christos does. Okay? Now, some people are so far into their lower consciousness now, they're not coming from the heart, you guys. They're not coming from the third eye or the crown, or they're not bringing it. They're stuck down in this freaking low vibe energy. They're stuck in low conversations and low values, and now it's about food and sex and about who's the richest, who's the most beautiful, who's the king, who's the royalty, who's the what the F, man. It's an upside down world. It's Christos, anti-Christos, or what? So our job is to clean some of that shit up. Transmute. All of you have some higher purpose here. You're meant to speak or do something that genuinely, you guys, it's not hard. Just think about something that you can do. What can you do, holy ones, to either raise the consciousness of earth, raise the consciousness of the people around you, teach people how to heal, maybe talk about the crystals, introduce them to the Voyagers material, talk to them about Kathara, Kilanta, talk to them about unity consciousness. Why don't you talk to your child about Christ consciousness? Why don't you start being a beacon of light? Why don't you start, people will gravitate to genuine light. People will recognize that within themselves. See, when someone says namaste, that is you saying namaste to someone, that is you recognizing God in them. You see equality in them. Okay? That's what we do. We spread the law of one. We spread unconditional love. We spread enlightenment, man. We're true beacons and servants of light. And so we find within each other this blessedness. We inspire each other, man. See, in that other paradigm, they're feeding off of each other, are they not? It's about competition. It's about who's better, who's this, who's that, who's the makache. No, we're not imposing any type of inequalities like that shit. We accepting how someone's appearance. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter what their skin color is. Are you kidding me? It doesn't matter, if you're rich or if you got a nice ass. It doesn't matter if you're, what is this shit? No, think about what you're worshiping. What is this? Okay? Vanity! You're praising something that is superficial, man. That is your value. Something that is vain. Something that it's the everyone says, man. I don't have a big ass. I'm sorry. I'm not your friend anymore. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not your friend. Why? I'm not sexy enough for you. Too sexy. My shirt too sexy for my too sexy. No, I'm not sexy enough. What do I got to do, honey? Do I got to get a pedicure? Do I got to get a bigger bank account? I don't even have a wallet, Holmes. I don't even have a wallet. Am I your friend still? No? Why? Why? I'm a cool person. I'm nice. Hey, you guys. eventually you will have done your spiritual duties, and you got all of that those kind of people, all those kind of consciousness out of your journey, out of your life. You don't need it. It's not doing you any good. That pizza and donuts were not doing me no good. Smoking didn't do me no good. I left those things. I had to let them all go. Goodbye. Oh, you're not my friend. Donut, you're not my friend. You guys, it's not easy. We love that shit. I love steak. I love potatoes. Ooh, yeah. But I'm not going to eat it. No more. Sorry. And, I hear people talking shit about my video about that. It was meat eaters versus what was it? Well, when you're not a meat eater, right? But the video was not about that. The video was about animal cruelty. Yeah, everything is alive. Everything is God, including plants. You're a vegetarian. You're eating and killing some being that's alive. That wasn't the video's purpose. The video's purpose is showing you the abuse of animals, man. And that's just a small little piece. I didn't show horrible stuff. You see horrible stuff. You think about taking a whole bunch of hundreds of cows, and they're all standing in line and going closer to being murdered. Animals getting their heads cut off, getting their bodies mutilated, getting them... And then you'll see some really despicable comments. Oh, your video just made me want to eat more animals, you know? And that's most consciousness on earth. They don't care about animals. They don't care about any life, bugs, birds. They don't care about, you know, if it wasn't a sin against their religion, they would probably eat each other. Well, some do, you know, eat other humans. It is diabolical when people have this consciousness towards life. All are equal. We're talking about animals too, vatos. We're talking about bugs too. Now realize we're on a distorted planet. Everything is distorted. Everything is apparently eating some other life. It's not just humans. Do you think a lion is supposed to devour and murder and eat each other? Are we supposed to live this way? No. We lost our connection to life force. Now we're just like the fallen angels devouring other life force. You guys, I'm not giving you guilt. All I'm doing is telling you, or showing you what's up with consciousness. It's something that you, as a light worker, have to become aware of. All life is sacred, man. Even the freaking dangerous animals trying to harm you, they're sacred. Even the humans trying to harm you, they're sacred. Everything is sacred, but, everything is part of God. Everything is God, and it's just lost and distorted and disconnected from itself. Thank you for those hearts, Holy One. I won't stay on that, that topic, I'm just saying that's something you address. And it came into my field today because someone wrote some disgusting comment about that shit. So, these things are not easy. We're in a dark place, so stuff like this is not easy. 1444, that's 3 4s in a row. 444, 1444. That's average view duration. 444, Holy One, what's up? Kayasua. Callista Artemis, much respect. And you are powerful, Holy One. Machiwa. Thank you for those 9s. I like 999. My birthday is 99. What's up? If only there was more 9s in September, I would be so happy. I gotta check on my birth certificate. What time was I born? I forgot. It was in the morning, around 11 something, I think. I can't remember. You guys, all of our consciousness is available. I mean, all of you have this higher consciousness available. And you know, Ashiana's teachings, they're made to make all the necessary changes in one lifetime. It's ascension mechanics. Naturally, you ascend by living thousands of years through different lifetimes. Did you see my diagram? It takes thousands of years! Specifically 26,556 years before the ascension cycle comes. It takes thousands of years naturally. Ascension, guardians are bringing in ascension mechanics so you can do it in one life. You want to know why? Because we need to do it in one lifetime now. We need to develop our heart consciousness, which is astral fourth dimensional consciousness. It is not inherent to Earth. It comes beyond Earth. That's why the beings coming in with heart and throat and third eye consciousness are not from your world. Now, there's some earth seeds there's some earth seeds who are working on their fourth strand, and they can also become, this is what the hybridization, DNA hybridization is all about. Literally, it's literally about taking earth seeds, adding more DNA so they can leave Earth. Right? Because you can't leave Earth with 3 strands. You're in the third dimension with 3 strands. According to Ashiana, some of you don't even have the third strand. You're like this. 2.5. Now, most of you here are not 2.5 stranders, obviously. But to go anywhere beyond our universe, it's called a universe, a harmonic universe or density universe. To go beyond the third dimension into another universe, you have to have higher DNA. Okay? Earth is strands 1, 2, and 3. Tara universe it's not called Tara universe. That's where our planet is in density 2 universe, is 4, 5, and 6. Heart, throat, third eye. Heart, throat, and third eye is density 2 universe. 4th dimension, 5th dimension, 6th dimension. That's why it's not inherent to... That higher chakra is not from Earth. Earth is specifically 1, 2, 3. That's why you can't have a being come in with higher strands all activated. It would blow up the planet. Earth is herself going through a 4-strand expansion. If you learn, even in Voyagers 1, I believe, or maybe, Voyagers 1, maybe Voyagers 2 too as well. You guys look up Ashiana Dean's first books that she wrote. The first books that Ashiana Dean, our teacher, wrote is Voyagers 1, Voyagers 2, and something called Angelic Realities. So look at Voyagers 1, and it tells you about this, about the DNA and how, in order to get to the next higher universe, get out of this universe and go to the next one, 4, 5, 6, you have to grow 4, 5, 6. You're going to keep having 3D consciousness and reincarnate. You're not getting a 4-strand. You're not getting out of here. You just keep on with 3 strands. 3 strands. That's what Earth is. 3-strand. 3-strand conversations, 3-strand relationships, 3-strand ideas. That's why guardians from higher density matter comes down and shares with you higher consciousness. So now it's available. You know this word bioavailable? Well, it wasn't available before. 456 was not available before because Earth is not serving it. It's guardians coming in to the gene pool. Guardians coming into Earth's morphogenetic field. Morphogenetic field. Now, the potential is available to the rest of humans. Now humans, Earth seeds, can gain their 4-strand because it's now being represented in the morphogenetic field. If you removed all 4th-strand star seeds, all 5th-strand star seeds, and all 6th-strand star seeds, no humans will be able to ascend. It's not. That's why you learn about the genetic hybridization. All Earth seeds are assigned with a star seed. Lemurians were, I believe, with Entrians. Atlanteans were grouped with the starseed race. The Earthseed Atlanteans were paired with the starseed Brenois. The Brenois were living in parallel universe, helping the DNA of our DNA to grow into the higher strand. See, we cannot evolve without the starseeds. It has to be represented. This is how this DNA regenesis is working. Earth seeds and star seeds. Lemurians with the Antrians. Atlanteans with Brenois. Us, our starseed race is called Hibaru. The next race that comes after us, Melchizedek. So there's a lot of talk about Melchizedek because they're the most advanced consciousness here. You would say the most advanced starseed. Now, even in Voyagers, you will learn that there's something called bi-starseed. Think of bi as 2. Bi, 2. Tri, 3. So we have bi-starseeds and we have tri-starseeds. So some of these starseeds have more than one starseed in them. And the reason why there's like this is because the Melchizedeks had to do a DNA host matrix with the Hibaru that got corrupt and distorted. When some of the DNA of the Guardians get corrupted by infiltration of the dark illuminated ones, and the fallen angelic DNA, well, another Guardian has to come in and fix this Guardian. Now the Guardian DNA is fixed. Well, this has happened. And that's why we have bi-star seeds and tri-star seeds. I'm not trying to start some controversy, but it's in the Voyagers books. You can look at it. The Hebrews, originally, the Hebrews are bi-star seeds. They have 2 star seeds in them. That's why they're kind of different, So we have Hibaru being healed by Melchizedek, and now you get a Hebrew. But there's a few tri-star seeds race that have to do with inner Earth and the Paladorians and the Paladorian kingdoms, so we have like the Mua. Am I saying that? The Maharivi, the Muvari. But notice the word at the beginning, mu. Muvari, the Muvarians. Dude, what the hell? I just want to be accurate. And you guys can do this with me. Some of you have Voyagers books. No, not the books, but the PDFs. I have both the PDFs and the books only because I got it when it was still a normal price. What the hell is going on? Get the hell out of my face. That's my weakness. I get mad at the computer too much. That should be in Voyagers 2. So let me open up Voyagers 2 first. Gosh, I don't know how to spell Muavari. Do you guys know how to spell? Anyways, it's a tri-star Greece. A tri-star seed people. That means they have 3 star seeds in their DNA, man. So this is coming from the blue flame ascension codes. We have the gold flame ascension codes and the violet flame ascension codes. So now you got to realize that first it was blue flame. Within the blue flame manifested a smaller field, gold flame. Within the gold flame, they manifested a smaller field too, the violet flame. So obviously violet flame has the least codes, gold flame the next, and the blue flame has the most. And it's the blue flame guardians coming out of the Ekar, like Ashanadin. So that just means that there's different groups down here and different codes, different, you would say, because, there's the house of, what's the Emerald Order? The house of, because the violet flame is easy for me because it's called the Amethyst Order. The gold flame is the Gold Order, and the blue flame is the, what the hell, man? Emerald Order. So we have Emerald Order, Gold Order, Violet, Amethyst Order, which I think is very interesting. Amethyst Order. And some of you are connecting yourselves to more than one group. And I've even heard Ashiana herself say that all of us are going to be living lives out of each faction. I call it a faction. It's not really a faction, but you know what I'm saying. Group or guardians. So but you specialize or have most of your energy coming, or lifetimes coming out of one. Like mine would probably be the blue flame. I see some high level shit in the blue flame, man. But I cannot ignore the Pegasus, which is the number one guardian or spirit guide of that I connect to. So I know there's a very big, almost close to equal with my life, the blue flame and the violet flame. Of course, we've all, like I just said, we've all lived in as a blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. So your heritage is rich. Very interesting. So you may be finding yourself interested in a lot of different people and races. And like, I know I have some gold flame because there's a lot of serious avian energy in me. Like bird energy. Like I've seen the thunderbird, the phoenix, which are mystical beings to me. And I didn't know it, but I noticed later that my name, Fabian, besides the TH, it's avian. Fabian. So, anyways, little side note there. Sorry, guys. It's kind of on a roll, and when it's on a roll, I just kind of roll. I just kind of it just flows. It's a flood. I don't need drugs. I don't need medicine. It just flows. None of us do. But, I always say that stuff helps boost you. Why not boost yourself? Not everyone agrees with me. Okay. I love you. Kelly. Blue avian. You said it. Blue avian. And I've seen something like this, man. Something amazing about the blue avians. Because we have blue humans, blue angels, and blue birds. Koichi. My. Joyful Jennifer 333, welcome. Oh my gosh, 9:33 in my time zone. It's 9:33 p.m. I didn't know it was so late, you guys. What? I didn't know I had 42. There's more donation? Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, Caliste. I said that one. Did I miss one, though? If I did, you guys, don't be offended. I didn't see Ireland Clark, you guys, yesterday. Or, last time. Indigo Wizard or Starman, get my attention, please, if she walks in. Because I felt like I offended her, maybe. I didn't mean to. I didn't see her. You guys notice I'm not always seeing the chat. Ireland Clark's our sister. I love you very much, sister. I hope you're doing good. I wrote her a message after the live because I saw her later in my chat. I mean, not my chat. No, I saw her in the chat. Yeah, I saw her donation. Much respect to Ashiana or Ireland, man. She speaks in her own power. She's in her own light. Okay, so she's a guardian. What's up? I felt bad that I didn't get to see her comments. I saw a bunch of light beings when I closed my eyes yesterday morning. They were different colors like the blue, green, and others. Wow. That's so awesome. Thank you for sharing, Rita. Much respect to you. Yeah, you guys, a lot of us, like I said at the beginning of the show, are going through this spiritual awakening. The earth is going through awakening. And with that comes literal psychic abilities awakening. No joke, you guys. Like, I've even shared my own stories and that I wasn't aware of this stuff before. I didn't have these perceptions before. And quite frankly, it just had to develop later, when I was ready. I guess I wasn't ready before. Now, the most bizarre thing happened in my life. The most weirdest thing, man, to me anyways. Because I never was interested in this. I didn't even know much about it. But suddenly, out of nowhere, I took some medicine. This was about 10 years ago. Well, not that long ago. Maybe 7, 8 years ago. Oh, by the way, I'll be finishing in about 10 minutes, you guys, okay? 10 minutes. I started channeling. After I took medicine, I'm like, what the F, dude? I didn't know I was psychic, because you need to be psychic. I didn't know I could channel. What the F is that? Everybody can channel. But then I find out later, you find out later that you're not meant to channel. You don't want to channel. You want to do something called interdimensional communications. I used to channel. I don't channel anymore. I don't connect to other beings. That's what channeling is. You're connecting to someone else. Why? You don't need to. Interdimensional communication with your own inner Christos, your own 1,728 selves, that will keep you busy. You have that many other potential selves that you could be connecting to instead of some other being who may not be up to any good. Right? Some being that's not from your family comes into your fields, or you're channeling them. Why? Now you're giving them permission to come into your fields? You guys, I made a video about that. Please look at it. It's on my Templar playlist. I have about 5-6 playlists. Please look at my Templar playlist, and you will find my channeling video, I believe. There's a lot of good videos, like my Angelic Human Race video is there. It's a 3-hour-long video. It was one of my first videos on my channel. I didn't think about that. I won't do that to you guys anymore, make a video that long. But, yeah, I made this huge pot of alkaline electric chili today. I want to teach you guys how to make this chili. I love it. No meat! The recipe even teaches you how to make fake meat. Like, fake meat as in not really meat, but it's actually made from alkaline food. Meant to impersonate meat. Even taste like meat. I don't even put that in there. It takes too long to prepare. Why even do it? So I stopped doing it. Now I just it's just pinto beans and some, garbanzo beans. Lots of tomatoes and bell peppers, like green bell peppers, red bell peppers, onions, and a lot of delicious seasonings. And it's alkaline. It's amazing. I want to share that with you. And when I actually have a nice looking kitchen, I want to put a camera in there and start cooking for you. Not nice. I just mean more professional. So I also want to share smoothies with you. You guys, we should be sharing that with each other. We love each other. I want you to succeed and each other to succeed and be healthy, be strong, be enlightened. Yes? I'm so happy you guys are here with me. It turned out to be a good turnout, right? Machiwa. I can't leave now. Now there's 105 of you. Much respect. I guess a lot of you guys are still awake. In my time zone, it's 939. 933, 939. I love those 9s and 3s. Rising Divinity sharing spelt flour. Spelt as in SPELT is good for filler for meat. There we go. Thank you for that. Chima. Joyful Jennifer, I hear you, sister. I just talked about that for about a half hour. It's not easy. Much respect to you and your journey. I'm not even done yet either. I can maintain an alkaline diet for a certain period, and like my friend, like my elderly friend, she lives in the guest house. I want to go out and and hang out with her, like, just because, and we might eat something she wants to eat, and I don't think that's a crime, and you're gonna die and be damned if you eat for a second, go off your alkaline diet. Maybe you'll try dairy or something. You're not going to be killed, or you're not going to lose your psychic powers or your connection to God or something. You have to be flexible. You have to listen to your body. What does your body, everyone's unique. Everyone's chemistry is different. And so that's important to you guys in your spiritual growth, in your spiritual journey, is to make changes that benefit your higher consciousness. And we got into these patterns. It took, look, I'm 53, too. I will be 53 in wow, like 10, 11 days. And I don't know why I made that point. What was I saying? We have to take care of ourselves, and most people, most adults in general, after you become an adult, you're pretty much, most people are set. They're not going to make changes. That's what a spiritual journey is, transforming. We're literally transforming our consciousness, our lifestyles, our relationships, our friendships, our beliefs in what we used to be interested in. What we used to value is no longer valuable to us. Some of the friends I used to think were wonderful and cool, I will not hang out with them anymore. You see what I'm saying? We make choices for ourselves, for our children. We make choices to serve our new higher purpose. Let's say you're married, or whatever, you have a relationship. You became awakened, but your partner didn't. There's a choice in front of you. You don't have to make that choice immediately and break up. What I'm saying is, there's a choice before you. We have choices, you guys. And it's hard, like Joyful Jennifer said, it's not easy. And I said that, it's not easy. But hey, being in a community, sharing tips with other starseeds, guardians, indigos, we love each other. We're sending joyful, joy, unconditional love. I want you to succeed. I want you to be your best version. Yeah. So yeah, you guys. That support team, or that support, makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it? Come to our chat, you guys. For the price of a cappuccino, if you liked anything you heard today, join. Hit that join button. Become a member and hang out with us. talk and chat with us on our Discord server. You will go to my Patreon or go to the YouTube membership, and then you will have access. If you don't know how to reach the Discord server, ask one of us. Ask Indigo or Starman or me. We're ready to serve, and we want to bring our group. We want it to be bigger, and share tips and share advice and help answer questions, help find links to our teachers, the Guardians' teachings, Ashiana's teachings. We want to be able to, hey, it's out there. Hey, your ascension is waiting for you. Your changes are waiting for you. Come on, what's up? I love you guys. I'm going to let you go for now, but I'm sure I'll see a lot of you on the flip-flop on the next video. Now, I said I will be doing lives on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Hope to see you on Saturday. But you guys, that doesn't mean I'm going to be restricted to only that. It's just that my plate is getting a little bit fuller, and but things will change. One day I will be doing lives every single day. Just not right now. I'm working my way up to a lot of stuff that has to be put in place. So I appreciate your patience and understanding. I know my Patreon and my membership areas are not the most full of new stuff, but it will. Have patience with me. I promise it's going to be much more active and better in the future, because I'm still, like a lot of us, we're all still organizing. We're developing and making those changes, making priorities in our life, right? And you guys will be so happy. You will be experiencing somehow, some way, a piece of the divine. You all have access to God and to the consciousness of God. We all have a piece of that now, here. Okay, you're not a guilty, inferior, sinful human. You're not. If you're a woman, you're not lesser than a man. That's what all these supposed belief systems are telling you. You guys are awakening. You are becoming your true higher consciousness on this low 3D consciousness. You were supposed to. We're meant to. Thank you for those emojis, holy ones. We're meant to do that. That's our purpose. Why would you, starseed? Why would you, indigo child, come to the third dimension? You've already done this. You've already been here. You've already done that. Why would you need to? You don't. We didn't need to come here, did we? We came here under service. A lot of you work in the Emerald Covenant. Okay? You could be Gold Flame and Violet Flame and still be working the Emerald Covenant, because that's the highest guardianship. That's the one who brought it in. And you're meant to awaken this higher consciousness within you. You already have it. It just has to be activated. Shikas! You just have to bring these concepts into your mind again. Bring unity, bring equality, bring law of one, bring unconditional love. Hey, if you could get those basics in, wow, thank you for those hearts, Hollywood. If you could bring those basics into your life, you guys will see huge changes. I guarantee it. Okay? You will activate this temple, this what is this? Unconditional love. Let's live in joy together. Let's live in peace. Let's live in no judgment. Whatever you're wearing, whatever the shape of your body, whatever the color of your skin, whatever you believe, I love you unconditionally. That is what we do. That is how Christos rolls. So, yeah. Peace, homies. See you soon. Watch some of my videos. I came out with a new one. Check it out. Yeah. Namaste. Peace and love. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Have some lucid dreams. Astral travel. A special thank you to my moderators, Indigo Wizard and Starman. Thank you to all those of you who are members. Look at the green, the members in green. You will see the members of Christos. Thank you guys for supporting Christos Avatar. You're part of the group. We're just helping each other out, man. And we all want to succeed and grow. See you guys soon. See you on the flip-flop. Yeah. Rise. Rising stars. Machua.